Currently we have this header with navigation links only on the home page, but we'll have to reuse the same markup for the rest of the pages. So now we're going to create so-called layout template. Let's open up index.blade.php, and right here I'm going to add the following. Here we'll show the main content of every page, and just to be able to inject specific content that belongs to every page, we're going to use special variable called $slot. Next we'll see how this works, but for now let's create another folder called components within views folder. This is a special folder where Laravel is going to look for our components. And now we're going to turn our view index.blade.php into layout component. First of all, I'm going to cut this file from here and paste it into components folder. And let's rename this component so it's called layout. Next, let's open up web.php file where we define our roads. And please note that index view is highlighted right now because this file does not exist anymore. So to quickly create this view for the home page in PHP Storm, we can just position our cursor on top of this name and execute the following command called show context actions, or press keyboard shortcut, which in my case is Option Enter. And thankfully to that Laravel IDEA plugin that we have installed at the beginning of this series, in here we have an option to quickly create the view. Let's press Enter, and right away we see that new file with the name index has been created inside views folder. So this template is going to show the content of the home page, but we have to reuse our layout that we have just created, and we're doing so by using so-called component tag, which starts with x dash followed by the component name. And everything that we are going to put in between these tags will automatically be injected into that place where slot variable is used in our layout. So let's switch back to the browser and take a look at the home page. We're supposed to see the word index, but for now we're not seeing anything. That is because our content is hidden behind fixed header. So let's assign a couple of classes to the main content and position the text in the center of the screen. I'm going to make the height of the main element so it stretches all the way down to the bottom of the page. And then let's turn this container into a grid container, and by using place items center class, let's position the content right in the middle of this container. And then we'll just increase the text size, make it 7XL, and the font will be bold. And here we go, we see the content of the home page. So now I'm gonna create the rest of the pages. Let's switch over to web.php and create views for all these pages. So we're going to use method view to define these roads because we're going to create separate files with templates for those pages. And all I'm going to put within these pages will be just our layout with some specific word. For example, on the courses page, we're gonna show courses word. And let's do the same with the rest of the pages. I'm going to copy this content, create the rest of the views, and paste that content into each newly created view. And here it is important that template names that are used in road declarations match file names with these templates. And after all these pages will be created, let's test it out. I'm gonna click those links inside navigation, and let's check if we're gonna be redirected to particular pages. And as you can see, pages change, so our navigation works. So inside file with roads, we have created several roads and attached them to particular views. And each such view reuses layout component, and that is why every page contains header with navigation links, because markup of the header is stored inside layout component. And the specific content of every page gets injected into the place where this slot variable is used in our layout component. And that's how all of this works. Let's continue in the next lesson. Link to the source code of this application will be in the video description.